ready?
I am so ready. This is great.
This is a great, not a good, great news story for you. When the NFL player received a request from a young fan to attend a daddy-daughter dance after both her father and her grandfather passed away, this NFL player flew to Texas to make her night extremely special. Please welcome, no surprise to the Philadelphia Eagles fans, Philadelphia Eagles star Anthony Harris and his 11-year-old friend, Audrey Soape. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. First of all, Audrey, we are very sorry to hear of your loss, and so we appreciate you being here to tell us a little bit about your story. We read about it in the newspaper. How did you get the idea to invite your favorite football player to the dance?
Actually, it was my mom's idea because she knew how much I wanted to go, but I couldn't because my dad and my grandfather had passed away. So she had so I actually wanted to bring her to the dance, but she had a better idea, and she came up with the idea to ask Anthony on social media if he would take me to the dance.
So, Anthony, you hear about this request, and it's such a powerful thing. What did you think? What did you feel?
Yeah, I think immediately I just felt just emotion and just trying to imagine the hurt and pain that she could be possibly going through. So I knew I really wanted to just take a second and think about if I could be able to make it, because we were in the race for the playoffs, and I didn't want to put her in a position where she couldn't have anybody to take her. So I felt honored, and then once I was able to go, I told her that I could, and I was excited.
I mean, I'm thinking about, you must get a zillion requests. How did it stand out for you? Like, was it just by luck that you happened to see it?
Actually, a few years ago, when the pandemic first started and COVID first hit, I lost a loved one myself, and it was during the season. So it was kind of a tough time for me. And I posted something on social media in honor of my uncle who passed away. And Holly reached out to me and just sent thoughts and prayers. And I thought that that was a great gesture and a very personal one. So when it kind of came back around and I felt like I had the opportunity to be there to support them with the request.
Audrey, you should get that. We want to see who it is.
Yeah, who is that?
Yeah, could be one of your friends. Audrey, now we know that he's got the moves on the field, but were you a little nervous that maybe he wasn't a good dancer at the dance?
Yes, I was like crazy nervous. I was actually nervous about myself because I didn't know how I was gonna dance or what I was gonna say, and I envisioned that was just gonna be like super awkward. And it was definitely kind of awkward at first because we didn't really have much to talk about yet, but it quickly changed and we were like dancing, and it became really easy to like have a conversation, and it became less awkward as the night went on.
Great photo.
I mean, were you nervous, Anthony? I would think it probably suddenly feels like a very big job in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think about the event in itself, just kind of what it represents in our relationship. Then also, think about the unique situation for Audrey. It was one that, I kind of went into a little bit nervous, as well as not knowing what to expect, had never met before, had never had any real conversations. So to just meet in person, it was kind of, looking to break the ice and make a calm, nice evening for the rest of the world.
People they put on brave faces, but we know that somebody's always going through something, right? People are really dealing with things all of the time, and big things that hurt. What do you want people to take away from just knowing this story, Anthony?
I think that's the thing. Being a professional athlete, sometimes I think people forget that, we are human ourselves, and that everybody goes through things. So I think I would just like for people to kind of, take that in a bit more and understand that the power that they have to impact others, not just like members, but sometimes strangers, giving or just words of encouragement go a long way, especially when it's coming from someone unexpected.
Well, we are so grateful to you both for sharing your story with us. It's a beautiful story, and I think you've probably made a lot of people feel not so isolated, Audrey, who have suffered losses like that. And Anthony, I think you've inspired a lot of people to really show up and be there when somebody needs it. It's great.
Thank you both. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for coming on. Take good care, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. We'll be right back.